Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kahalayim La Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rechad Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect. 144,000 first and foremost, pushing his truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, will be at that number. I am your brother Tabari Yakunah, coming at you with the quick in transit. Lord willing, it's edifying, and just mine is just on practicing the right things. I can't get the exact. I was trying to bring it up in my mind. I can't get the exact scripture, what it says, but you know, the scriptures kind of reiterate themselves in particular ways, and Lord willing, I can put it in the post. But it basically goes practice what you practice, you become. You know, for lack of a better words. And I'm just saying that to say, you know, I've done something like this before, but practice what you want to be, and also be careful, you know, with guile. All right, be careful with guile and deceit, because what the scriptures say, present all things honestly to all men. All right, now, and that's not to say be naive or anything like that, but that also kind of is related to putting our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and leaning not unto our own understanding. I'm saying all that, of course, to myself first and foremost, to try to, because I've never really been a guile type of guy anyways. I've always been kind of like straightforward, you know, expressing my truth, you know, and not really, never really been like a lying type. It's just not in my spirit, man. I've learned that early on in my life, that you just got to keep up with lies, and you see that with Bishop Nate. You know, guy got to keep up with all his guile, his deceit. You know. You know, that's the spirit, man. I wasn't even thinking about him, but yeah, it's coming up that he's starting to see the MOTB. I got to catch up on the news about him, but also he's talking about Jacob's trouble. So I got to check into that. But man, that's enough to make you like be mad as hell. I mean, if you're real and true blue about this truth, man. You know, your leader, so-called, is just straight up got his congregation just twisted, man. Don't know what's going on. So, you know, saying all that to say, yeah, practice the right things, man. And we got the right things here in Great Millstone from our elder apostles on down. Right? Can I go over there? It's okay? It's okay? It's cool? Yeah. So, yeah, man. See, this is why this is why the Lord put the Spirit on us to seek out all kinds of things, man. Going into the Hebrew, going into the Greek, going into history of things, going into other people, other camps, because we're the defenders of the gospel. Gospel meaning good news, So just real quick, that's pretty much the gist of it. Keeping our eye single, as the scripture says. I'm gonna grab that. I'll end off on it. Let your eye, if your eye is single, it'll be full of light, man. And we have that light, and Lord willing, we keep that light. All right. This is the book of Matthew. Matter of fact, Luke 11:34. It says, the light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thine eye is single, thy whole body also is full of light. But when thine eye is evil, thy body also is full of darkness. Right. And there's, what the scripture say, a little bit of leaveneth up the whole lump. Coming into this Passover, examining ourselves for that leaven, that little speckles of, wickedness, evil, that can pollute our sight, our light, our eyes, and have us, going off. This is why we are to purge, on a physical level, the yeast out of our homes, but also on a spiritual level, the leaven that's that could be building up in our spirit, and pay attention to those things that are bubbling up in our spirit, our consciousness. What do you say? Your lab is your mind, which basically goes to your spirit. All right. Concentrating, really not even concentrating, but doing away with things that can pollute that light, like I said, man, so that light can shine unto all men. What the scriptures say, right? How the scriptures say, let thy light so shine to all men. So Revelation 18:23, and the light of the candle shall shine. This is not it, Salakia. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 16. Let your light so shine before man that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And that's pretty much speaking amongst the brethren. The light is this truth. We do our videos, but also we walk in that light. All right. To be an example, to those that are coming in after us, and to show the Lord that we're obedient unto His word. We're obedient to Him, man. It's a challenge. It can be a challenge sometimes. You want to hold on to certain things. But hey, that's what's what ain't good or great, that isn't challenging. You know, that's what makes this truth precious. You know, so, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. Keeping your eyes single, not practicing the BS, trusting in the Lord, trusting that the Lord is going to have things work out in your favor, regardless of how you feel or what you may necessarily think in your mind how things may go. You know, if you obey, you know, what the scriptures say, obedience is better than sacrifice. You know, because the Lord is watching through the angels. All right, and they're sending up word, checking to see if we're doing the right thing. So Lord willing, that was edifying, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teaching her well, and shalom to the elect.